So I wanted to make Minecraft War videos, but every server I joined was corrupt, so I just made a new server, but the problems continued with two main issues. The most obvious was that after the first week, the server would just die and attendance would drop to 2 or 3 players, which is actually not the issue, it's an effect of the real issue. The real issue being people just don't want to play. But Candy Power, am I really supposed to believe that no one out of the millions of people watching Minecraft War videos actually want to play in them? Not one of the hundreds of comments wants to play? Well, sort of. You see, there may be millions of people watching these videos. The videos themselves are actually condensed and hyper-edited versions of the slow-paced actual war. But it's even worse now. For every applicant who genuinely does know what they're getting into, there is now a whole bunch of people you have to sort out who aren't ready. And if you decide to let them all in, what happens is you play for the first few days, but about 3 to 4 days later, they just don't show up. And this happens because, to put it simply, there isn't the level of entertainment they saw in the videos on the server where the videos are made. But rather than go and start a war or join an ongoing war, they just give up and log off. But Candy Power, why do you need to filter them? Well, the key has to do with Minecraft server hosting, specifically that they aren't infinite. So to add so many players for such a short time who just vanish causes the server to need way more resources, but then afterwards, on all the servers I had been through before, about 3 to 4 people in all 40 of the people they added would stay and add value to the content, whether by making videos more interesting or creating wars, make more entertainment for the server members. And as a result, you need way more server resources just for the first day, and then by the end of it, you have way more than you actually need. So if letting just anyone in causes the ruin of the first few days via lag, but then afterwards it dips back down to being dead, how do you find players who are willing to play and actually understand how the cause of entertainment on war servers is by going to war? Well, it's really hard to do, but the way I figured was to start by hiding the recruitment video in my series playlist. That way, the only people who discover it are already looking for Minecraft War in my playlist. But it doesn't end there, because in my experience, even though 40 people joined the application Discord, only 8 or so actually even bothered to apply. Not to mention how many of those people who applied don't even possess the basic ability to click the rules channel and read them, despite the only way to apply being stating you have read the rules. So you can see why the average player on a Minecraft War server is not gonna have the dedication or the cause and effect understanding to stick for very long. And after the basic process of reading the rules, the 8 or so who applied turn out to be 5 or 4 people who join, of which, if you have an exceptional group, maybe 1 or 2 will stay longer than 4 days. But I also mentioned a second problem at the beginning of the video, and you're probably wondering what it is. Well, when you have so few players who will only stay for a short time, naturally conflict doesn't really happen, and if there is some conflict, it will only affect maybe 1 or 2 teams, meaning the others are still just as likely to quit. If only there was some sort of group that I could target who, by their very nature, understand how to create content, are dedicated to doing so, and actually stick around. Wait a minute. YouTubers. Though it might seem like a great solution because YouTubers typically stick around until they get at least one video, and they tend to understand the basics of how to create conflict, there's one major downside to having YouTubers make up the majority of players on your server. To put it simply, they're super rare. Not to mention any other criteria, like for example having applicants not be, as best I can put it on YouTube, .pdf files or serial killers. Or for example, what I've been looking for is not just creators, but kingdom creators, meaning already 99 out of 100 candidates need not apply. It creates this really big problem of how to get basic people who actually know enough to play, or even know enough to know what they need to do to play. Now, at first I said there were 2 problems, but there's actually a third problem. You may have noticed this if you go to some of the big servers from all these big Minecraft War YouTubers. If you go to their application servers, they have way more people on their servers than any of the other servers. So many people that they have to time how many invites they send out so that they don't overload their servers. So though I've been saying that it's hard to get players, that isn't because there aren't any players there. The issue is that of the players that are there, they need to be connected to the people who host the servers. But most people who host a server don't have enough players or a big enough platform to actually find the people who want to play and actually know what they're doing. So with 3 different issues, first being amount of players, second being quality of players, and third being where to find them, you can see why it's so hard to make Minecraft War videos that go on for longer than just one large video. So anyways, if you do have a solution for how to find players, let me know. Also, if you make YouTube videos and you want to play, comment below. Also, on the off chance you do like Minecraft War videos, check out my main channel where I've made a series on them. Finally, while I'm here, if any Kingdom Digital Audio Workspace users are watching this who make instrumental music, let me know. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. See you guys later.